Oh, camera test.
Okay, sure.
Good evening and welcome. We are here to find out the truth. I am with me, the Lieutenant Commander Sylvester Mangolele from the South African National Defence Force, who has been trying to resolve his query with the National Defence Force of South Africa. And we want to know what is really happening, why have they not responded, and what is it that the query is about. My name is Kenneth, and this is The Truth. Welcome, sir. This is a test.
Thank you, Kenneth. And the reality of this matter is such that we are indeed in this South Africa, which is one sovereign democratic republic founded on the values of human dignity, the achievement of equality, and the advancement of freedoms. And what had happened is that that which founded us has been betrayed in such a manner that which people are caused to live opposite to it. And I have been trying to tell people, as I am telling the people right now, that all people that are registered with Home Affairs in the Republic of South Africa are citizens. And the term citizen is in terms of Section 3 of the Constitution. And those particular citizens have got the respective duties, and those particular respective duties are, one is a nurse, the other is a soldier like me. And with me being a soldier, my primary object is to protect and defend the Republic, its territorial integrity, and its people in accordance with the Constitution. Not the Bible, but the Constitution.
I understand that, and those are the facts that most of us do not know, that we have rights and we have responsibilities if we are in civil service, or if we are in a nurse or a National Defense Force member. My question is, what has brought you to this point now? What is it? Explain to our listeners and our viewers why we are here today.
In service and defense of my country and its people, I was appointed to do an investigation in which I have found corruption. And then following that particular corruption, when it was supposed to be tabled and then be dealt with, I was dealt with. My property was taken out of my house. And then subsequently, when I go and ask the court, take my property back into my house, the court said, remain on the streets. And then when I took my property and then put it on storage and then started paying for that particular storage, I got into a position where on 8 August 2018, my salary was stopped arbitrarily or without just cause. Nobody called me that, hey, we are finding you or we are accusing you of anything like this, your salary will be stopped, and then whatever. All that I found was that my salary is stopped, and then therefore subsequently I could not pay for the storage of the property that was placed on the streets. And then subsequently I went home, having to go and bury the mother or the sister of my grandmother. And then in doing so, I left to the Western Cape driving a Lexus with only 3 rand and 76 cents in my bank account. And then I had to ask people to assist me with petrol money and toll gate money to get home and bury my grandmother. And when I had to come back, the car keys were stolen. The 2,500 that I asked from other people to assist me to come back from Cape Town to ensure that all that needs to be done in accordance with the Constitution and the law is done, I was prevented from doing so. And then today, We are here in a reality of those aggravating circumstances of the past.
You are a father also.
Correct.
How is your family taking this? It's been over 5 years. How is the children? Are they in school? Did you have to take them out of school or into another school, or are they? Is this system still going within the support structure of your family? As you have been a very loyal and a prestigious member of the National Defence Force, uh, do you think this is a case of classic whistleblower oppression that the South African Defence Force wants to keep that corruption accusation or the investigation that you had in the shadows?
Correct. It is indeed a ripple effect of a case that is classic to whistleblowing. You are saying this one is not following the law, and then that one is in power, and then that one stops your salary, and then your salary causes you not to be able to buy your children clothes, food, or anything, or even take a taxi to go and see your children. You understand? I don't
Yes.
want to speak about the subject of children because it is very close to my heart and any other father's heart. So the reality is that somebody said, I'm stopping your money because you found out that there is corruption in the defense force. Instead of us dealing with the corruption in the defense force, we deal with you as a person and we tell people that you are crazy when you are saying that there is corruption or the constitution is the supreme law of the republic.
So you were not formally dismissed at all.
No. Formally dismissing a person means that I call you and say, Kenneth, you stole a teaspoon. You did that, you did that, you did that. And then following that, you have broken this law, that law, that law. How do you plead? There is you before any other decision that one can take. You must say your say. And in our constitution, that is guaranteed in terms of section 35(3) of the constitution, delineating the rights of a fair trial to any accused person. Any accused person. I can't say, hey, I like you, I don't like you, then you are fired. And then because I am boss, I will stop your salary and then tell other people that you are not the people that are the people.
Yes. Sticking with the laws, I mean, the laws in South Africa are the same for every citizen. Why do you think your superiors at the South African National Defence Force have reacted this way by ignoring a sit down, a meeting, by ignoring the fact that you have accused them of breaking the law, not following protocols as they were supposed to? What message does this send out to our young people, to the next generation, to our current generation, that a person of your stature can just be ghosted, blocked out from everything that you have worked for the past 21 years? Since you have left school, you have been a member of the National Defence Force, and more precisely, the Navy. You started out as a seaman, is that correct? And
Correct.
then cadet, and now lieutenant commander.
Correct.
So, what is it that you want at the end of, if this should be resolved? What would be the best result and lawful result?
Fast forward to exactly that which you are saying. I ask each and every person, in particular parents, to teach their children to say to God in national prayer, let us live and enjoy freedom in the universe, our home. You will understand it to be true that everything that we start with begins with our covenant with God. And we cannot be in a position where us as parents or us as people that know other people train them to say to God in national prayer, let us live and struggle for freedom. Because to live and struggle for freedom is law or conduct that is inconsistent with the obligations imposed in terms of Section 9(2) of the Constitution, mandating any other person to perform diligently and without delay that particular obligation, in that equality includes the equal and full enjoyment, not striving, not struggling, not attempting, but enjoyment of all rights and freedoms. So when you are saying to God in national prayer, let us live and strive for freedom, that is law or conduct that is inconsistent with the obligations imposed in terms of Section 9(2) of the Constitution. And my job, my duty, my existence, my voice to any other person under the sound of it is to defend the Constitution. When the Constitution says you stop when the robot is red, you stop. When the Constitution says enjoyment, you cannot be saying to God struggling or striving.
Yes. I hope that message to the youth is clear, and to the parents. Teach your children what the laws are, because this cannot happen to another person. The corporate world has done this so many a times, but we are not in the corporate world. You are part of the civil service of this country, and you have dedicated your life for this country. You have pledged it for this country. Or at least that's what I think.
I have died since 13 January 2003, when I have pledged
Thank you.
to serve, not control.
And you've been doing it for 21 years.
And I have been doing it even now. I am serving you, saying, please, teach your children, teach your friend, teach your brother, teach your niece, teach your uncle, teach any other person that you know, to say to God in national prayer, let us live and enjoy, not live and struggle.
Understood.
That is service. And in defense, I am coming to you saying, the law says equality includes the equal and full enjoyment of all rights and freedoms,
Yes.
not the full and equal striving.
For about 6 years, if we go back to the main point, for 6 years you have been struggling to even get an audience with your superiors at the South African National Defence Force. What do you want to say to them now?
God intervened. And I don't like this position. I did not ask for it. I did not ask for people to come to my house, take my property, put it on the street. I did not ask for people to stop my money, that which I took to try and pay for the property and its storage. I did not ask for all of this. God intervened and said, please fix the covenant. And that particular covenant is common to all. And that which I am saying to all people is that you can see in all my YouTube channel, in my TikTok channel, I have been serving and defending the country and its people in accordance with the Constitution and the law. But 2024 came now, and on the 31st of December, I sat down thinking about my children, cried to God and said, God, my children, I wish I could be having a new year with my children, Nyiko Mangolele and Aluta Songel. But they are not here. What do I say in service and defense? I have said that which I have said, subsequently leading to the video that went viral for people to notice that, hey, there is this person that is removing the president. Because the president, his duty is to promote the unity of the nation. But the president did not promote the unity of the nation relative to Lieutenant Commander Sylvester Volane Madala Mangolele and Nyiko Mangolele and Aluta Songelwa. Aluta Songelwa is 5 years old now, living in this earth. She does not know his brother. Nyiko Mangolele is 18 years old, living in this world right now. He does not know his sister. It's as if their father is not there. That's why the reality and truth that Papa Ote, and I say to all people that I cannot desert my duty. If I desert my duty, I must take myself to jail for 20 years while in active service. And in active service, I cannot obey a manifestly illegal order. You love me,
Yes.
you don't love me. Hey, you are saying, I'm firing him. I fired him. I know it to be true that I came to the military not knowing you, and you did not know me. And each of us assumed respective functions, and those functions function in accordance with the Constitution and the law. Not because I like you, I don't like you. You
No,
understand?
I understand. It is very important for me to make sure that there is clarity, and I understand and the viewers understand, so that when they comment and when you reach out, we have more videos available on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and of course Twitter, now known as X. Please like and share, and if you have any comments or any suggestions, please do not hesitate and put them on. Good or bad, this is a dialogue that needs to happen, and this is one man, and his entire life has been affected by the non-compliance of his superiors and of the government he's been serving for so long. There are many people who are in these dire situations, but one man has stayed on for as long as he can, and he's still tenacious as ever. My name is Kenneth. This is a My Home Theatre production. Join us next time for more. Thank you, Lieutenant Commander Mangolele.
I thank you and I thank the viewers. Please let us keep the faith. The faith is the now. The now we teach our children whether do they live and struggle or whether do they live and enjoy freedom. That is the choice that each and every one of you has to make, regardless of whether you like me or you don't. God bless Africa, Papa Ote.
Thank you.